Yeah. So, but however, we'll move on. Okay. So today's class is just basically revision. I want us to spend some more time on breakout trading. We said the last time that breakout trading is when price surges above resistance or plunges below support. It signals a significant shift in momentum. Traders often wait for a breakout and retest to confirm the new trend before and to explain, understand if it's or not. Can we see?
Yeah, your audio is tripping.
You're breaking.
Oh, okay. Let me see what I can do. Audio now. Hello.
We can hear you for now.
Is my audio good now?
We can hear you now.
Okay. I just went off the Wi-Fi using my phone directly. Okay. So I was saying that unfortunately, majority of the people who suggested that we should take turns today, they are not here, but I believe they will join us. I believe they are being kept back for one reason or the other. It's not because they don't want to be in our midst. Okay. So can we see my screen?
Yes, we can see, sir.
All right, let's get straight into it. So we're still dealing with breakout and retest, and today I'm going to be picking us one by one to analyze what we understand by breakout and retest. Okay, so last time I quickly gave us, before we analyze any market, let me quickly do this to refresh our minds. Let me do this. All right. This is a price movement here. Clearly, what trend can we see first of all, and what trend can we see as a second trend?
Okay. Sorry. The initial trend is an uptrend.
Okay, great.
That turned to downtrend.
Thank you. Sorry, who just spoke now?
Okay, Eugene, please.
Mr. Eugene. Also, Mr. Eugene. I'm going to be asking you some certain questions.
It's okay.
At what point did we have a change of character here?
Okay. We had a change of character the moment we stopped having a break of structure to the upside. That bullish break of structure. So a high was created, and then the highest I can see there was not broken. Rather, we formed a lower high, and then the price broke that lower high. Price broke the leg that created the break of structure. Okay, and then we had that change of character.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Eugene.
Yes, sir.
You have spoken well, sir. If I get you clearly, what you said was this. You said this was the last higher high we had.
Yes, sir.
And this was the last higher low we had.
Yes, sir.
And you said this right here failed to break this higher high.
Yes, please.
And then it plunged down.
Yes.
Okay, so at what point did we have this change of character? Is it here or here or here or here or here?
Yes, yes.
Now,
No, bring your arrow down. Yes.
this is where we have change of character, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. So Mr. Eugene is saying we have a change of character here. Am I right, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. Let me see, who else do I have on the call? Where's Mr. Moses? Mr. Moses, are you here? Okay, I think Mr. Moses is not here. Mr. Michael, let's go with you, sir. Mr. Michael, are you ready? Mr. Michael.
Yes, I just came in now.
All right, awesome. I'll quickly repeat myself so that you can get well what we did so far. This is Mr. Eugene. Awesome. Okay, so Mr. Eugene picked this point as a change of character. Okay, so do you agree with Mr. Eugene that after the price formed higher high and came down to form a new low and went back up and couldn't break the last higher high? My screen. You can see my screen?
No, we can't see.
Yeah, we can't see your screen, sir. It's blank.
Okay, I'll try share my screen again. How about now? Can you see my screen now?
I'm not seeing it though.
Okay, it's up now. It's up now.
Awesome. Okay, so one second, please. Okay, so Mr. Mike, are you with me, sir? Mr. Mike, are you with me?
Yeah. Let me just delete and come back because I can't see your screen now.
Okay, no problem. Okay, come back. You can come back, no problem. Madam Odupa, are you there? Madam Odupa, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, sir.
All right,
yes,
let's go.
Good evening,
let's go with you, ma. Good evening, ma. Good to have you this evening. Okay, so Mr. Eugene explained something fantastic to us. He said this was our last higher high here. Okay, and he told us that this was the last higher low. He told us that the price tried coming to break this last higher high, but didn't have momentum to break this last higher high. And then he said the price plunged down. As we can see, truly the price plunged down. So at what point did we have our change of character? Can you tell us? Mr. Eugene said this is where we had our change of character. Do you confirm this is where we have our change of character?
No, sir.
Okay, where do you think we have our change of character?
Hello, sir. Mr. Eugene pointed, so it's going to be easier for us.
His name is written there. Look at his name here. His name is written there. Mr. Eugene's name is written there.
Okay, seen already.
All right. Mr. Eugene said this is our change of character right here. So, Madam Odupa, do you agree with Mr. Eugene that this last, this portion right here is our change of character?
No, the last swing low.
The last swing low.
Mr. Eugene. Yes,
above
Mr. Eugene.
You think this is a change of character? Yes. Okay. Yes. Let me write your name. This is Madam Modupe. I'll just write MM. That's Madam Modupe. Okay. Okay. Right. Who else do I have on the call? Thank you, Madam Modupe. You had a beautiful contribution already. Let's go to others. Okay, I can see Raymond Momo. I think this is a new name. Welcome into our midst. Please settle down and enjoy our session. We are glad to have you. Okay, Mr. Gabriel, let's go with you, sir. You are the one who gave this suggestion last class. You said we should have a turn in explaining. Okay, so Mr. Gabriel, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, good afternoon. Good evening, sir. Good to have you tonight. I trust you've had a good day. Madam Modupe, please mute your mic. Please mute your mic. All right, Mr. Nimba.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can hear you. I'm with you, sir.
All right. So, who do you agree with? Do you agree with Mr. Eugene that this is our change of character, or you agree with Madam
No,
Modupe that this is our change of character, or you want to form a new change of character yourself?
Madam MM got
Okay.
it right.
She got it. You think she got it right, or you are just going with her?
She got it right.
I like your style. You are so sure.
Madam MM got it right.
You are so sure. Interesting. Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr. Gabriel. So Mr. Gabriel is going to be just right below Madam Modupe because they have the same thing for answer. Let me write. Okay. Why am I not selecting this? Okay, good. So this is Mr. Gabriel. All right. So let's go. We have Mr. Remix here. Mr. Remix, do you want to contribute?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I totally agree with as well.
Would you want to go with that?
Madam Modupe as well.
Madam Modupe. Okay, so we have Madam Modupe. Interesting. We have lots of big men lined up behind you. I'm enjoying this class. Okay, so we have Mr. Remix also here. Okay, so before I call okay, let me call Madam Adebisi. Good to have you in our midst, Madam Adebisi. Madam Adebisi has been in this space for a long time. She's in one of our other groups, and then we are so privileged to have her in our midst tonight. She's also very knowledgeable about this. Madam Adebisi, where do you think we have a change of character in this drawing here?
Okay, good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
I think I'm going to support Mr. Eugene.
Okay, awesome. So finally, okay, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
The reason is because that is the last lower high before we have
higher low
before we have our the highest high.
Okay.
That is the last one.
Awesome.
Now, when the market now turned and is now going down, the first lower low we have did not break that higher low.
Okay.
Instead, it retested and then came down again. So it is that second travel that broke Mr. Eugene's level. That's where we have the change of character.
Okay, so you are with Mr. Eugene. Mr. Eugene, you are no longer alone, sir. I congratulate you. So let me put your name here. So we have Madam Adebisi here. Awesome. So we have 3 against 2. Let me see, who else do we have on our call? Okay, Madam Modupe has spoken. Mr. Remis has spoken. Mr. Michael, I don't know if you're ready. Mr. Gabriel has spoken. Mr. Eugene has spoken. Madam Adebisi has. Okay. Before we take Mr. Sheye, let's take Mr. Raymond. Do you want to contribute, or should we just move ahead without you? Okay, I think Mr. Raymond would just like to observe what we are doing here. Okay, it's fine. Okay, so Mr. Sheye, who do you want to go with? Or do you want to form a new, do you have a different opinion about the drawing we have here?
All right, thank you so much. Let me, well, majority carry the vote. Let me just join the majority.
No, please don't join the majority. No.
Okay. As usual.
As a matter of fact, Mr. Sheye, analyze this market for us before you choose your answer.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let me say this like I can based on what I got from you, sir. Yes, we've been having higher high, higher low, higher high, but of course at the end of the day we had the last higher high at the top there. So when it came down, we're supposed to have that particular place is supposed to be the higher low, expecting the next candle that's going up to actually go ahead. But fortunately, don't let me say unfortunately, it did not break the last higher high. So coming down from there, that particular place will now be the change of character.
Okay, which region? Mr. Eugene's region or Madam Modupe's region?
Madam Modupe's region. Madam Modupe's region.
Mr. Sheye wants to go with Madam Modupe. Okay, so let me write Mr. Sheye. Okay, awesome. I want to applaud everyone that has contributed. It is one thing to contribute, and it is one thing to get it right or not get it right. It is not even all about getting it right at this junction, although it would be lovely we all get it right. But the fact that we all what's it called now, tried our best in analyzing, we all were willing to say something. I really appreciate us all, and I can tell us that for those who didn't get it right, don't give up, you're going to get it right. And for those who got it right, I can say don't relent also. Well done to us all. Good job. Okay, now Mr. Eugene and Miss Adebisi, Mrs. Madam Adebisi. Okay, very good job from you two, but you had just one more step to have gotten it right. It is Madam Mubipe, Mr. Gabriel, Mr. Remix, and Mr. Sheye. They are the one who got it right. Okay, so let me quickly show us some things. This thing is not hard, and I can categorically say that we all are going to get it. It is not hard. Okay, let's start by distinguishing what we have here. We have a low here. This is a lower low. It is the lowest. Okay, and right here we have higher low. Right here also we have higher low. Right here also we have another higher low, and right here also we have another higher low, and this is the last higher low. Actually, this is the last higher low. Okay, why? I told us last time that why is it higher low? It is very important we know the why. The why it is higher low is because this low is higher than the previous low. Okay, it is not hard at all. The reason why it is higher low is because this low, of course, this low is lower than what we have here. Okay, this is a low. They are all lows, just that they are higher than the previous one. Okay, higher low is higher than lower low. Higher low is higher than the previous higher low. Okay, this higher low is higher than here. That's why it is higher low also. And this higher low is still higher than this. Okay, and over here, let me distinguish this. We have higher high. Over here also, we have higher high. Over here also, we have higher high. Over here also, we have the last higher high. Now, let me help us by furthering things, okay? Let me draw the block that we usually see in smart money concepts, okay? This is a block right here. And this block right here is the sell side block, okay? Let's put some color so that I can look realistic. Let's fill it with red. Good. This is the supply side, okay? And then let's also change the border to red. Okay, great. Now, we know what this looks like already, right? This is the sell side order block. Now, the higher low, the higher high, which last happened around this region, touched this supply block, okay? Block was formed. And then it came down. Don't forget that this structure, since this structure started, it wasn't broken. Let me give us a trend line. I'm coming. Let me give us a trend line so we can understand what I'm saying. Look at this. Since this structure started, it wasn't broken. Look at it. Can you see that? It wasn't broken. Now, a quick way for you to understand where your change of character, one of the quick ways to understand where your change of character happened is at what region was the last support broken? At what region was the last support broken? This is the last support, okay? This is the last support. See, This is a support. This, okay, let me use this. I'm coming. 1 second. Okay, good. This is a support. Okay. Now you see the price went up, coming down. It didn't get to this previous support. And then this one also becomes support because the price was reversed from here. So it becomes a what? It means the price was supported here. It is whatever that is falling that you support that will not keep falling. Do we understand? Then the price shot up from here again. Pulling back again, buyers stopped it from here saying, no, we will not allow you to do or to plunge this price. And they supported this price from here again, and then the price went up. Do we know why it is support now? Because buyer will not let the price go down more than this from here. They will not allow this price go down more than this from here. They will not allow this price go down more than this from here. Do we understand why it is support? And that's why you can see also the trend line is respected because the price didn't go down past the trend line. You know, I've told us when we're doing trend line that when we are in an uptrend, the trend line, which is below the swing lows, right? They serve as support. They serve as support. And when we are in a downtrend, the trend line, which is usually above the swing highs, they serve as what? As resistance. So this is a support. Okay. Now, at what point when we were going up was the last support? At what point was it broken? This is the area at which the support couldn't hold. Buyers at this region, they've been trying now. You know, it's not easy. They started all the way from this region here. Look, this is the first region. These guys wanted to push this price down, but the buyers did not agree. With all of their might, they pushed the price up. And why they thought, let us rest. At least we've pushed the price up. These guys, we've overcome them. Then before they knew it, these guys stepped in again. They wanted to plunge the price down again. Buyer said, no, we cannot rest now. Let's push it up again. And then they stepped in again. The soldiers did what? The buying soldiers pushed the price up again. Pushing the price up again. They were like, they were panting. Let us rest. It wasn't a small war. And then before they could say jack, sellers, selling armies, they stepped in again, trying to plunge the price down again. And then buyers couldn't rest again. They said, guys, let's fall back to war. We can't rest now. Then they pushed the price up again. And while they were still panting,
sorry,
sellers...
Coach, can I interrupt you? Sorry.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, please.
I'm a bit confused how you use those names, the buyers and the sellers interchangeably. What is the sellers that push it?
I can barely hear you, sir.
Okay, hold on. Can you hear me now?
Yes, better.
Okay, so I said I'm a bit confused how you use the seller and the buyers interchangeably, and my confusion is this: I thought it's the seller that wants to push the price up in order to make more profit, and buyers will want the price to come down so they can pay less money. Is that not how the mix goes?
No, it doesn't go like that, sir.
Okay,
Sellers are the ones that step in when the price is going up to try to bring the price down. Buyers are the one who step in when the price is plunging down to save the price from further going down, and then they push it up. So it is buyers that push up, and it is sellers that push down. That's why in the futures market, when you buy or you long, it is usually up, and when you sell or you short, it is usually down. It is the same thing. Do you understand now, sir?
All right. Thank you so much. Let's go.
Okay, sir. Okay, so like I was saying, so buyers stepped in again, and then with all of their might, they pushed up, and then they started panting again. Before they knew it, sellers stepped in, and then they couldn't rest anymore, and then buyers stepped in again. Guys, we have to push with all of our might now. And then they tried pushing, but unfortunately, they've lost what strength because they've been pushing from point A, point B, point C, and point D, and now point E. No more strength, and then they just had to give up. And then sellers eventually did what? They won the war, they won the battle, and then what did they do? They pushed this price below the last support. Okay? At every junction, buyer stepped in to push the price up, it's a support. Okay? At every point they stepped in to push the price up, it's a support. But however, this last support, they couldn't push the price past the previous higher high. And then sellers took advantage. They gained ground. They pushed all of the buying armies out, and then they plunged the price below the last support. Below the last support, okay? We need to take note of that. Below the last support. And when they pushed it down, this last support that was previously a support here, it now became what? A flip. Now it flipped from what? From support into what? Resistance. We've done support and resistance flip. Okay, it was previously a support, but since sellers have broken this support, it became what? A resistance now. And now what happened is, after they broke it down, buyers, they tried again. Okay, guys, let's not give up. I know they've won us, but let's come back into the war zone. Let's try to push the price up again. And then they came in again trying to push it, but now because sellers are the ones in charge, they've dominated this war. They formed a barricade here, and then buyers trying to push way all the way back up to form a new higher high. They met with that huge resistance, and you know it's the selling armies now that are very strong at this time. And then the barricade, buyers couldn't break it, and that is what we call a retest. And then because they couldn't break it, they lost momentum, and then sellers took over the war. They didn't just take the price down here, they even took it down further. Do we understand that short analysis, my people? If you understand, please give a thumbs up in the chat room. Give a thumbs up, please, if you understand it. Okay, Madam Adebisi understood. Mr. Michael, Mr. Woni, great. I have a lot of us on. I'm still going to ask more questions. Like I said, we are not going to be touching our slide today. We are just going to be doing revision. We are going to keep revising this until we are all on the same page. There's no reason rushing when people don't understand. Each and every one of us, I'm going to give us different tokens, and we are going to analyze it before everybody here. And by the time we are able to do that, I will be settled in my mind that we all understand it already, and then we'll move on with our slides. So now, after the last support, sellers broke it. That is exactly where we have our change of character. So one thing you always want to keep at the back of your mind is, when we are in an uptrend, the last support that gets broken is where your change of character is. The last support where you have your what? The last support that was broken is where you have your change of character. Okay? Now, do we all understand this before I proceed? We all give a thumbs up. Now, it means I can go on to ask my question. Now, after this price has been rejected here, and now it has broken the last higher low, now we can go on to say that right now, this is a what? A lower low over here. This region right here is a lower low. Okay? And then this region right here too is a lower low. This region right here also is a lower low. And then this region right here too is a lower low. Lower low. And then this region right here is a lower high. And then this region right here is a lower high. And also this is a lower high. Now, the reason why these are lower lows and lower high, let me quickly explain. I'm trying to talk slowly today so that we can all grab it. There's no reason to rush because I think I've observed that I usually talk fast when we are doing our recording. If you think I usually talk fast, please give a thumbs up. Let's even know what the people think. Do I talk fast when having our sessions? If you think I talk fast, give a thumbs up. If you think I don't talk fast, please give a thumbs down so that I can know how to manage myself when we are having our recordings. Am I still being heard, please? Okay. Okay. It means I'm just okay with the way I talk. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So now we said this, after this structure, this uptrend has been broken. Okay. We cannot continue with higher high and higher low anymore because the structure of the uptrend has been broken. Okay, so since this place, this region right here, failed to take out the last higher high, it simply means this is also a high. but it is lower than the last higher high. That's why we call it a what? A lower high. It is high because it is higher than the higher low. As we all can see, this high right here is higher than the last higher low, but it is not higher than the last higher high. And so it is what? Lower than this high. Although it is high, it is also what? A high, but it is lower than the last higher high. So it is a lower high. And then when we look at this over here, it becomes a lower low. Why? Because this low right here is lower than the last higher low that we had here. This is a low, and this is also a low. But this low over here is lower than this. So it cannot be higher low, it is lower low. And if we further progress, we'll see that this low over here also, it is lower than this, so it is lower low. And then this also is lower than this, it is lower low. And this high right here, which is higher than this, it's not higher than this one, so it is a lower high. This over here, it is high than this, but it is not high than this, so it is also a lower high. Do we understand the pattern now? Now, having explained all of this, I believe we now understand where our change of character happens. The last higher low. Now, one thing you must know is, okay, we will come to double top and and head and shoulder very soon. I don't want to go ahead of myself, okay? Because sometimes you necessarily might not see a lower high immediately. You can see equal highs. I'm sure some of us will be familiar with what I'm saying. Sometimes you can have it like this, okay? If we have it like this, this is not, this one right here is not a lower high now. They are both equal highs. So sometimes we can have a lower high before coming to break the structure. And sometimes we can have what? Equal highs. Why are they equal? Because they are not higher than each other. They are just on the same level. Look at it. They are just on the same what? Level. That's equal highs. Okay? And then we can have equal highs like this, and then price will still come and break the last higher low and then start going down. And sometimes we can have head and shoulder. Okay? We can have it like this. Why is it head and shoulder? It is head and shoulder because if you look at this structure right here, these two, they look like what? They look like shoulders. If you look at them, they look like shoulders. Why? These two right here, this higher high right here, and this lower high, they look like shoulders. Why this one looks like what? A head. So in chart patterns, we have, what's it called? We have head and shoulders. Sometimes we have double highs. Sometimes we have triple highs, okay? But right here, I'm just trying to explain to us that we don't have one way to look at how the structure is before we break our last higher low. Sometimes we can have this pattern, which we are familiar with, which is this one. Let me quickly bring this back. No, not this one. Sometimes we can have it like this, which is what we are familiar with. And sometimes we can have what? Double tops, or sometimes you can have triple tops, or sometimes you can have head and what? Shoulders. Okay, we're still going to talk about that in subsequent slides. So now, because we have broken this last higher low, okay, go ahead with your question, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yes, I can hear you, sir. I can hear you, sir. Go ahead. Mr. Michael, do you want to ask a question? Go ahead, sir. Okay. Yeah, it's not.
Sorry, sir. Let me also follow the question, sir. Just
go ahead, sir.
That very point where change of character happened.
Yes,
okay, sir. Which is based on the wick or the candle body close.
Okay, so one thing about wick, you need to be, you can mute yourself, sir.
Right, sir.
One thing about wick that we need to be aware of is wick. What happened? You know, I've explained. I don't know if Mr. Adrian was with us when we're doing candles. We have it in some of our recordings on our platform on YouTube. I've explained that when we have wick, something happened in that area. Price was pushed to that area. And that's why the wick is trying to show you that this battle extended to this region. Although the soldiers they fought and they displaced each other, but you can see that they fought down to this region. Okay, now when, say for instance, 4 hours is showing you that a battle happened and then you can't see a body, it simply means the fighters have evacuated, both the buying armies and the selling armies, they've evacuated that region. Their wars cascaded into another region. That's what it means. So if you can see a long week, upper week or lower week on 4 hours, all you just need to do is go to 1 hour, and then you see the real you see what really transpired in that 4 hours. Although it will be a week on 4 hours, if you go to 1 hour, you see what's transpired. Let's quickly look at a good example. Look at what we have here. In smart money concept, this is what we call liquidity sweep over here. This is what we call what? Liquidity sweep. Sorry, I'm coming. Okay, this is what we call what? Liquidity sweep. Why is it liquidity sweep? You can see the long wicks. Okay, there are different terminologies for these things. Okay, you can see the long wicks, long upper wicks. Okay, they stepped into this premium zone over here. This premium region, they stepped there, they grabbed the sell side liquidity over here, and then they came down. The price also still tried again multiple times, still grabbing the liquidity around this area before what they came down. Okay, now if you as you can see now, it's only weeks we have. This is to tell you that, Mr. Eugene, the battle got first and got to this region, but you can't see the representation on this time frame. All you need to do is go to 1 hour, and then let's see what we have on 1 hour. Now look at 1 hour. Can you see the candles? Now maybe this is not even succinct. All you need to do is go to 30 minutes. Then you see it even clearly. Now can you see that the battle truly got there? Although you cannot see it anymore, if you go to 1 hour or 30 minutes or 15 minutes, you see the fragments. Okay, there is no way a war will happen in a region and you won't see fragments of warfare. Okay, maybe the used pistol, maybe the bodies lying down, whatever you see things that would help you know that war happened there. Okay, so now as you can see, this is the visual illustration on the lower time frame. So does that answer your question, sir?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, sir. Okay, so like I was saying, so the last higher low is what we need to. One thing we also need to do is, I think one of the reasons why some people get confused is because they cannot yet name the swing highs and the swing lows. I think that's one of the challenge when trying to name the swing highs and the swing lows. We tend to sometimes mix it up, and that way we don't even have a proper way to then divide the chart we have before us. Please, let's not get confused. Higher high simply means that high was higher than what you had previously. Why? Higher low simply means it is higher than the low you had previously. While lower high simply means it was low than the previous high you had. And while lower low simply means it was what? Lower than the higher low that you had previously. Okay, so when we are going uptrend, we usually have for swing highs, we usually have higher high. For swing lows, we usually have what? Higher lows. And when descending, for swing highs, we usually have lower high, and for swing lows, we usually have lower low. Do we all understand this? If you understand this, please give a thumbs up. If you don't understand it, please give a thumbs down. If you don't understand it, please give a thumbs down so that I can explain again. If you don't understand, please give a thumbs down.
Please, can you explain again? I missed out.
Okay, which part do you want me to explain again, Madam Odukbe?
The lower high and lower low.
Okay, so I said when we are in an uptrend, our swing highs, you know our swing highs, right, Madam Odukbe? I know you do. Swing highs, okay?
Yes,
they are usually higher highs when we are in an uptrend. While our swing low in an uptrend, they are usually higher lows when we are in an uptrend. Our swing highs are usually higher highs. Our swing lows are usually what? Higher lows in an uptrend. Now, When we are in a downtrend, our swing highs are usually what? Lower highs. While our swing lows are usually what? Lower lows. I encourage us all, that, for as many people that are still having challenges with naming, what's it called now? The charts, when the chart outlay, I encourage as many of us that are still having challenge in naming them properly to revisit this video, internalize it, understand it. Once you are able to understand it and explain it correctly, you are 50% out of the challenge of mixing it up. You are 50% or even 70% out of the challenge of mixing it up. Okay. So I encourage us all to first of all get familiar with how to name the charts before us. So that's the first thing. So we've overstretched this. So one thing I want to do now is I'm going to be calling on us one after the other, and we are going to be explaining to me where change of character happened, in the live chat. Okay. Now this is a 4 hours candle. Let's go to a 1 hour candle. Oh, okay. I need to take off my. Okay, good. Now, let me use another one. This is pump. Let me use their expose here. Okay, Madam Adebisi, let's go with you first, ma. Okay, from what you can see here, Madam Adebisi, are you with me?
I am. This is where the
Okay.
problem is.
Okay, every problem will be surmounted. Don't worry, ma. So this is an uptrend, clearly, right?
Yes.
Okay, how many higher highs can you see right here?
1, 2, 3.
Okay, I think what you need to
Okay, you mean from which part?
Okay, let's start from here. This is a consolidation right here.
Yes.
This is a consolidation right here.
Yes.
After this consolidation, how many highs can you see, ma?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. I think you need to count again, ma. I'm not going to be telling you anything. You're going to be doing everything yourself. After the consolidation.
See, after this consolidation.
Yes, please look at it closely.
Okay. There's one immediately after where you have the green and the red. 1.
Absolutely.
Then 2 where you have the green and the red.
Okay.
Then 3 where you have the green and the red.
Okay. Do we have more?
Yeah.
Go ahead, ma.
Then we have this one with the long week.
Okay, good. Is that all?
And then we have the higher high, the highest higher high.
So how many higher highs do we have in total?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You just hit the nail on the head, ma. So we have 5 higher highs. Thank you, ma. Okay, so it simply means if we have 5 higher highs, our higher lows should be around that same amount too. Okay, this is let's see. We have higher high here. We have lower low here, not higher low. Can we all see what I'm saying? It is not dogmatic. We need to be critical when looking at it. See, this high right here is higher than everything you can see in this consolidation area. Okay, so this high is higher than everything here. So this is higher high, definitely. But when the low,
hello, sir. Hello,
yes,
sir.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
When you are mapping it out, you consider the width, right?
No, the candle body.
Okay, the candle body. Okay,
Yes.
because there are times that, as in the wick might not, as in the candle body might not be higher than, as in the next, as in when you're looking at your higher high, the body candle might not, it's not close.
Madam Udukwe, let me help you.
Yes, sir.
Let me help you. See where I'm drawing my line from.
Okay.
Can you see that?
Okay.
It's directly on the body. That's what you consider. Look at.
Okay. Okay.
Can you see that? Directly on the body.
Yes.
That's what you consider, not the wicks.
Not the, all right. Okay.
Can you see what I'm considering?
Yes.
So that's what we consider. Leave the wick.
All right, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, ma. Okay, so back to you, ma. So I was explaining that we don't have to be dogmatic that because they said higher high, higher low when we are in uptrend, it is all about higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low.
Coach, please excuse
Yes,
me.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
When Madam Modupe was when she asked that question, you marked 3 points. Yeah, 4 points. The
I know.
fourth one
I
you
didn't mark
marked.
it. Okay. First one I
Yeah,
marked.
no, the fourth one, number
The
4.
fourth one. Okay.
There is that red candle with a very long wick. It closed above this one now.
Yes, it did. I didn't mark all. I wasn't going to mark all. I just marked a few to show
Okay. Why would you mark that fourth one you marked?
Which fourth one or first one?
No, number 4. The number
I
4
marked,
you marked.
yes, I marked it at the right place already. This region right here is the fourth one.
Yes.
Yes.
Why would you mark that? I can't see why you marked that.
Okay, the why is because we are considering in this example now higher highs. Okay, if we are considering higher high, you can establish that after this consolidation, definitely this candle body was higher than everything in this consolidation area. So this is our number 1 higher high over here.
I get it now.
Okay, so I shouldn't go further. You understand already, right?
Yeah,
okay, awesome. Okay, so what I was explaining, let's move on. I was saying that we don't have to be dogmatic. We only have to be reasonable with what we can see. It is not all about one way. It is all about understanding, and whatever way the chart wants to present itself before you, be able to critically analyze it. Okay, now we have our first higher high here. I know as new people who are just new into this structure will expect the next thing to be higher low. But right now you can see that this low is not higher low. It is not higher than the low in the let me draw something for us. Look at this. Let's see this. Hello. Look at what we have here. In this consolidation area now, this is where the lower low is, okay? The higher low. Okay, so now we will not consider what we have right here, over here, we'll not consider. Let's imagine this is where we started from, okay? So please don't be confused. So this is where we started from, okay? So it means this was the last low before we started going up. Now, if that is the last low, then what can you see right here? Is this low right here now? Is it the same as this? Let me draw a line so that we can see. Now, if you look at it, are they the same? No, they are not the same. So if they are not the same, it simply means that this new low that formed after this low, it is lower than this than the one in the consolidation area. So we cannot say because there is a pattern to it when we are going up, we'll now call it, even though it is lower than this, we'll now call it higher low. No, it is not higher than this low. As a matter of fact, it is lower than this low. So this is a lower low. Then afterwards, we saw a little bit climb up, and then it is higher than the previous high. This can be considered as a higher high, okay, because it closed above the line. And then this over here can be considered as a higher low. And then the next one over here can be considered as a higher high, and this can be considered as a higher low, because if you consider this right here now, it is not the same as the next low. Look at the next low. The next low is just right here, about here. So can we see that they are not the same? Can we see that they are not the same? Okay. So we must know how to look at these things critically. Okay, now let's go to the question straight up. I think that is succinctly explained already. So Madam Adebisi, back to you, ma. Looking at the last higher high. Okay, taken from this region now. Let's look at this region now. Putting this region into consideration, analyze this market for me. Tell me where the change of character happened, and tell me where the first lower low is. Go ahead, ma.
Oh, this is my biggest problem.
Don't worry. Go ahead, ma. We are not looking for... one thing you need to know, Madam Adebisi.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, I'm listening. It goes up. It comes down. Okay. To be candid, I don't know. To be candid with what I'm seeing, I don't know. It went up. So this red candle is this green candle, the last green candle is our higher high. Then it came down. To be candid, I don't know. Can you hear me? Coach, are you hearing me?
Let me check.
I can't even see the chat. I mean the screen.
I can't see the screen either.
Yeah, it's blank.
Oh, really? I can see.
Kindly hold on. I think network took him out or something like that. Kindly hold on, please. It will soon be back. Hold on, it will soon be back. I believe so.
This changing character is my biggest problem.
Madam IDBC, it's not a problem. Don't worry. Don't worry. I tell you that.
Okay.
This thing was explained last class, right?
Yes, you are the one that did not
today, but I'm just debugging today. I like it or not.
Cool.
You know, when he draws them in just normal straight line, it's okay. The moment we get on a chart, in fact, my brain is scattered.
Don't worry, you'll get it. Madam Lucy, I promise you. I promise you, you'll get it.
John is laughing.
Is actually the point. Then higher low, that higher low that's taken out. That's one thing. I think just to study the structure and know when that higher low is taken out, is taken out to the downside.
Okay. Well done, everybody. Can we see the screen now?
Yes.
Madam Bodukpe, I was saying that, Madam Adebis, I was saying that we are not looking for people who are perfect here. By the way, even if you were perfect and you understood this thing already, there won't be need for you to be here.
No,
so don't worry.
I don't understand
make your mistake.
At all.
Make your mistake and we'll help you. Okay. All right. So let's look at it, Madam Adebisi.
Yes.
Analyze what you can see here for us and tell us where you think the change of character happened. And then if you got it correctly, then we would applaud you. And even if not, we'll still applaud you and help you get it better. Okay. So go ahead, ma.
The last green candle that has that long wick is the higher high.
This one right here?
Yes.
Thank you, ma. That's correct. Go ahead.
High. Good. Then the next candle, which is the red candle, yes, it came down and then closed below the green candle. No, the second one, the second red candle. Closed after after that green candle. Then the third one closed beneath it. I don't know.
Okay, hold on, Madam Adebisi. Hold on. So the way you are looking at the market, I think you might want to adopt a new style of looking at it. When you're looking at the market structure, try to consider the higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Okay. Now you consider this. I was expecting you to consider this, but you didn't consider this. You went straight to this, and then you went straight to this.
No, I haven't even gotten to that side at all.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, ma. Don't go ahead of yourself. Consider this first. Consider this second. Consider this third. Consider this fourth. Consider this fifth, and consider this sixth. Do you understand, ma?
Yeah.
All right. Now, with that understanding, try to analyze the market again.
Okay, that green candle is our higher high.
Correct.
Then it went down, 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 and then went up. Okay.
So you mean it went down, down? You mean it went down, down, down to this region, right?
Yes, exactly.
So what do we call this region now?
A lower low.
Why do you think it's a lower low?
Because it closed below. Because it closed below the higher high. No.
Yes, sorry, you are correct. Hold on, ma. You are correct. It closed below the higher high.
High, yes.
So if it's closed below the higher high,
yes.
it cannot be the lower low because it is higher. This low is higher
it's
than
higher
this
than
low.
that last low. So it's a
So,
higher low.
Higher low.
Yes.
Correct. So we've established higher high. We've established higher low. So what do we consider next? It is this one. So tell us something about this one.
So it retested, it went back up, but it did not break the higher high.
Absolutely correct. So go on to the fourth point now, which is this.
Yes, then it now came down. It now, even that one that is like a
doji,
like an indecision candle, did not break anything. So instead, it retested, it didn't break that up, it went down. So the last candle, yes. No. The last doji that we are seeing, yes.
Okay.
That's where the change of, that's where we have a change of character. If you take it from the red and the green that retested.
Okay, Madam Adebisi, hold on there. Hold on, ma. Don't go further yet. So you most of your analysis are correct. But because you came to choose your change of character here.
No, that's not where I'm choosing. I'm choosing my change of character. Yeah, there.
Absolutely correct. You've gotten it. Because
that's where.
Hold on, ma. I just said something not quite long that whenever we fail to create a new higher low, that is where a change of character happens. Whenever we break the last support, don't forget, ma, that this price was supported here and couldn't go further down. And then we shot past, when it was supported here, we shot past the last higher high. And then we formed a new higher high. And then we came down, we formed a new higher low. Okay, and that higher low is also considered as a support.
That's our change of character point. Yes.
Now, this is also considered as a support. Now, after this, we are supposed to form a new higher high. But as you can see right here, we couldn't form a new higher high. Rather, we formed a new what? A lower high. This high is lower than the higher high. So we formed a lower high. And then what happened next? We came down, but we couldn't still break the last higher low. So you cannot still consider this as a what? As a high. You cannot this one right here now. This doji right here. It didn't break this. So it is still higher than our what? Our higher low. And we cannot consider this as a higher. Okay, we can even consider this as a higher low. Yes, we can consider this as a higher low. Okay, but this is a lower high. This is a higher low. Why? Because this low is still higher than our what? Our higher low. But this was the last higher low. Since we didn't form a new higher high, don't worry about this one right here. Do you understand, ma? Since we didn't form, although it is higher than the last higher low, but don't consider it because we didn't form a what? A new higher high. Do you understand, ma? So now, since we didn't form a new higher high, it means the price is just doing its thing here until the last higher low, which is represented by an higher high. Until this last higher low, which is serving as the last support upwards, until it was broken, that is when a change of, it simply means this price, it has tried the first time, it has tried the second time, it couldn't take away this guy. So since it has failed to break, it has failed to have energy to continue pushing up, it simply means we're having a change of character. And what is a change of character? It means we have switched from uptrend to a what? To a downtrend. Do you understand it, ma?
Yeah.
You are the one who have done this analysis yourself, and you have gotten it well. Well done to you. Do you have a question, ma?
Yes, but I don't even know the question.
Okay, maybe you should just hold on while others are trying. Maybe you remember. But you have done a good job. I must commend you. You analyzed everything very well, and then you were able to get your change of character correctly. Now, don't worry. We'll stay on this mountain for as long as we are still having anyone having challenge with it. We'll be on this mountain until everyone understands, because this is the most critical in what's it called now? Smart money concepts. Once you are able to pin this region down, you know where your change of character happens. You will take your signal beautifully. Okay, and once you are not able to get it also, you will take signals that might go against you. Well done, ma. Okay, so let's go to the next person. Let's go to the next person. Who do we have next? Mr. Moses. Mr.
Yes,
Moses, are you
coach.
there?
Yes, sir.
Good to have you. You came a little bit late today. I was expecting you earlier. You know you are usually coming early.
Yeah, sure, I did. I did come late.
Hope everything is well.
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. Let's look at a market you can analyze for us. Okay, Mr. Moses, analyze this market for us. Starting from, because we are most concerned about the change of character. We will not go too far down. Let's look at this. Analyze this for us, Mr. Moses.
Okay. Okay. First of all, I would say that the market was first in the uptrend, and I can see there was a reverse in the trend, and it changed to the downtrend, and where there is the change of character is that this the red candle.
This one?
Yes.
Or this one? Or this one?
No, between the two reds, that is where there is the change of character.
This one?
Yes, the last two red candles. Yes.
Okay, you think this is the last? This is the change of character over here?
Yes.
Okay, very good job, sir. Thank you. Before you move on, you said this is your change of character starting from here, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you. Where is your last higher high, Mr. Moses?
My last higher high, you know, that line that you have drawn, it has to extend up to this candle, the candle with the long wick.
The candle with the long wick, this one?
Yes. Where it closes, actually, that is, yeah, where it closes, that is where
where it closes.
Yes, where it closes.
Are you talking about the? Okay, hold on, Mr. Moses. This candle closed. This red candle closed here. Now, are you saying this is our higher high?
No, I mean. Okay, let me begin from up here.
Okay.
Where there is the higher high.
The higher high. Which one is that? This one?
You know, where the green one closes. Yes, that is where we have the higher high.
Okay, where the green one closes. Thank you. That's very, very important, because the green candle opens from the bottom and closes above, and the red candle opens from above and closes below. Thank you for that. That's a very key word. Okay, so this is our higher high. Thank you. All right, so where is how many higher highs do we have in this setup, Mr. Moses?
We have 1, 2, 3. 3 of them.
Okay. I think you might want to check it out again. I think there are more than 3.
Maybe you can add a 4th one.
This is a high. This is a high. Now you must consider them because you're on 4 hours time frame. If you this is 1 hour. Even if it is 1 hour, if you go to 30 minutes, you see that there are candles. There are about 2 candles that form 1 hour in 30 minutes. Okay, and if you go to 15 minutes, you see about 4. Okay, so we must consider them. This is also higher than the previous 2 that you've drawn. Okay, this is also an higher high. Okay, and this is also an higher high. This is also an higher high. And then lastly, we have this one right here.
Coach,
so how many?
Maybe if I may ask something, how do you know that this chart is on 4-hour time frame and 1 hour and 30 minutes? You know, okay, navigating through the times, I know how to do that, but like you're just saying that it is on 4-hour time frame without navigating through the time.
Look at this region. Look at this region right here. What can you see there? 1 and H. That's 1 hour.
Okay. Yes.
And if I move up like this, that's 4 and H. That's 4 hours.
Okay.
Do you understand, Mr. Moses? Is it clear now?
I understand that one now. Yeah,
all right. So now, can you see that we have about how many higher highs now? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you see, you didn't do your analysis properly. Okay, now let's move on to the next question for you. Okay, so Mr. Moses, how many higher lows can you see in this chart? Let me take away these lines so that you don't get confused. How many higher lows can you see in this setup right here? I'm coming. Okay, good. You can go ahead. How many higher lows can you see in this setup?
4.
That's going up. 4. Okay, let's count together. Let's see. We have the first one here, 1. We have the second one here, 2. We have the third one here, 3. We have 4. We have 5. Although it's weak, you can see here. If you go to your 30 minutes or 1 hour, you see that there are bodies there. But okay, no problem. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3. Let's just leave this doji. Don't worry. Then we have 4. Okay. I think that's good. That passes. All right. So next question is. So you said this is where you have your change of character. Am I correct? Over here. You said it is here you have your change.
No. It has to be down.
Down like this.
Yeah, it has to be the first higher low. The first higher low.
The first higher low is right here. This is the first higher low. Is that what you're talking about?
No.
You are mixing it up now. I think what you mean is the last higher low, not the first higher low.
Yes, the last higher low. Exactly.
So if that's the last higher low, this is the last higher low. So this is where we have change of character. This one.
No. Down on this long candle.
Then I need you to use the right terminology. Okay. You mean this one right here?
Yes. That is where we have the change of character.
Okay. Why do you think we have the change of character here?
The reason it is because it is where we have the first higher low.
The first higher low, Mr. Moses, is right here. So correct yourself, sir.
Is it the first lower low? Oh, I think I'm mistaken here.
Okay, what you mean is, let me help you. What you mean is the first lower low.
Yes.
Because okay, let me not help you. Okay, so we have our first lower. What you're trying to tell me now is that we have our first lower low here.
Yes.
Okay, that's a very good one. Well done. Also, your change of character is correct. We have our change of character here. Why do we have our change of character here? You say because this is the first lower low. Thank you. That's correct. But I need more reasons from you why this is our change of character.
The reason is where we have our first support.
First support. So first support going up or coming down?
Cutting across horizontally.
I think that reason cannot pass, cannot fly. I need more concrete reasons. Yes, the price was supported here, but I don't think that is a reason that can fly for why we have a change of character here. Okay? You are correct. What you said fundamentally is correct, but I don't want to take it as a reason for why we have our change of character here. Does anybody want to help Mr. Moses? Let's bail Mr. Moses out. Mr. Moses, you have done well done. I appreciate you. You are growing. Your ability to even think, the fact that you're even mixing up the terminology simply means you are growing, you're learning. Okay, so don't give up, don't relent. Push it further, okay? Learn more, get better more, okay? And then I can just see you becoming even much more better in some days to come. Well done. Okay, so who wants to bail him out before we call it a day? I have just 4%.
I want to bail him out.
Who's talking, please?
Mr. Gabriel.
Mr. Gabriel, go ahead, sir.
Okay, that is not where we have our change of character.
Okay, where do you think we have our change of character, sir?
After the higher.
The higher high, you mean? The higher high.
The higher
This
high,
one.
yes. Yes.
Okay.
The red, the lower low, the lower high before the red candle came down. That is where we have our change of character.
Okay, you're talking about this?
Yes, that is where we have our change of character. Because that is the last. Exactly, that is where we have our change of character. Change of character.
Okay. Why do you think we have our change of character there?
Because the first, well, immediately we have the change of character there. The first green candle, we are not able to break. We're not able to meet up with the higher before coming down. The market, we are not able to surge up above the last higher low.
Come again, sir.
They can't. Why we have the break of change of character there is because the green candle, we are not able to go higher above the last higher high.
Okay. Okay. Well done. Does anybody else want to contribute? I'm enjoying this. Just that my battery is on 4%. I just hope it doesn't die. Okay. Does anybody else want to assist with this?
Well, since you have limited time, maybe we can just help us.
Okay, coach.
Who is on the line, Mr. Moses?
Yeah, Remix.
Yeah. Okay. I've made some other observation. I don't know whether it's right, but maybe let me say it to you. Because now, first of all, the market was in the uptrend. The green candle shows a strong momentum, and the red one eventually shows that the sellers took over. But however, it finished at equal positions upwards. Then, but because there was a retracement downwards, the candle closed below the green one, which shows that the market was headed to a downtrend. So my change of character, I think, is at that position.
Okay, what you're saying in essence is you want to follow Mr. Gabriel.
No.
This one.
No. Down because the red candle closed like way down to the green one. So I think that is where there is the change of character.
Okay, Mr. Remix, go ahead, sir. Thank you, Mr. Moses. Mr. Remix, go ahead, sir. I have just 3%.
No, I just said you can wrap it up since you have less than 3 minutes so your battery goes on. Just
come again, sir. I didn't get that.
Well, I said since you have about 3 minutes left, you might as well just wrap it up so that we can get an understanding before.
Okay, awesome. So this is what is confusing us. Previously I was saying that there is no one way to eat. Okay, we can have something like this, and then this is the last higher high, right? Now, the one I've been using to explain to us is something like this, okay? And then there's a break, okay? This is what we are familiar with, and then a retest. Now, this is the one we are familiar with. Don't get confused, okay? Now, this is what we are familiar with. Now, the reason why you are making mistake, Mr. Moses, now is because you cannot see a lower high before we broke the support, before we broke the last higher low. This candle right here, what we have right here is we had the last higher high, and then straight up we had a lower low. It didn't form out like this. Okay, we didn't see higher high, higher low, lower high, then lower low. This one is a little bit tricky and different. Okay, so it didn't play out like that. What we had there is higher high here, higher high here. Then this was the last higher low. And then after this higher high, we came straight down instead of us to first of all do what? Calm down, try to break the last higher high. We did like what I mean is let me do it. Let me give you an insight. Look at this. What Mr. Moses got you confused is after this last higher high right here, okay? After this last higher high, what you're expecting to see is something like this, okay? Maybe I'm coming something like this, and then maybe like this before we break, okay? This was what you are familiar with, and I quite understand, okay? But we did not have such here. What we have right here is after the last higher high, there was no lower high before we broke the last higher low. After the last higher high, we broke the last higher low straight up, and that's a change of character. Okay, let me see if the system also has it that way. Okay, we don't even have. Let's go to lower time frame. Let me see if we have it like that. Okay, the system doesn't have it like that. The system has another place pointed as what? Change of character. But right here, we can see there is already a change of character because over here, we have higher high here. We also have another coming. Okay, we also have another higher high here. That's another higher high, okay? And then this is a lower, higher low over here, the last higher low, okay? This is the last higher low over here, okay? And then after shooting up to this region right here, what did we do straight up? We broke the last support. We did what? We broke the last support. And I've told us that once we break the last support, there is already a change of character. Because if you look at what you have afterwards, you see that after it broke, what did it do? It tested the last support, the support that has now flipped into a resistance. And what happened? It was rejected. It was just a matter of time before we saw a sell order block formed along.
Sorry, sir. Your audio is truncated.
He actually said his battery, the phone battery was actually going down. So maybe finally it has gone off. Maybe, but let's just wait a bit. Let's wait a bit.
Only input to this is this. Probably can clarify when it comes back. I noticed that the two different patterns when you have different time windows. If you look at 1 hour time frame, different from the 4 hour time frame that is showing us. So my question, which anybody
We can't hear you well,
sorry,
Sam. Sorry.
Okay. All right, I'm so sorry about that. I was using an earpiece. So I said my struggle is this. There are two different structures when you're looking at two different time frames. If it's a 1 hour time frame, it's different from the 4 hour time frame that we're looking at. So the question I'll probably pose to him is, which of the time frame is the ideal one in understanding all of the structures? Does that make sense what I'm saying?
Yeah, very, 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 very well. Now, from our own point of view, and from what I've gotten from AIM, right, we use the higher time frame, 4 hours, 1 hour. All right. Probably you go to 4 hours. When you get to 4 hours, if you're able to get it there, fine. If not, go to 1 hour. But that is, for me, I just stay within those time frame. 4 hours is the major one. Then if I'm not able to get something there, I move to 1 hour. That's the best area to go. But I believe we're still going to explain that in deeper, because you can even from the 4 hours, when you have gotten your change of character, you can now eventually, and you have drawn it. Understand what I mean by you have drawn it? You have just put a line there to show that this is my change of character. As soon as you have gotten that on your 4 hours, you can go to a lower time frame to even see when it's going to do a retest. When it passes and does a retest before finally going down. So that's other things I believe it's still going to share with us. This thing will really make you know exactly what we are doing. All right.
Okay. So, all right. Thank you.
The other saying again the other thing again is, it also depends on the kind of trader you are. It depends on the amount of time you have available. There are some people, because of their timing, they cannot monitor the market on 1 hour or lower time frames. But most importantly, if you do your analysis on a higher time frame, you now go to a lower time frame, like 1 hour, to pick your trade. You see, when you finish analyzing using 4-hour trade, you can now go down to 1 hour to actually know specifically where to pick your trade from, because that shows more of the movement of the candles.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you.
Well done, everybody. Well done. Am I being heard?
Live and direct.
Okay,
Yes.
give me some minutes, please. Yeah, some minutes, please.
Mr. Shayed, are you still there?
I am.
Okay, please. You can send me your link for, is it Royal Q, or I think they changed their name now. Okay.
Okay.
Val,
Okay.
whatever, yeah. So that I can, in case I forgot to text you after this meeting. So just send me the link so I can get registered under that. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. All right, welcome, sir.
Or maybe on the lighter note, sorry if I'm talking, it seems I'm a bit of a chatty person this evening. Pending the time we go on board with the scheme, I think Coach was telling us we're looking at sometime in January, right? Probably when we come on board and all that. Okay.
Yeah.
For somebody like me, I don't even believe in reading charts and all that, because I've done it a few times in the past and I've lost all the money. I'm just waiting for directions. So I don't know how many people are on the same boat as I am, right? So for as long as whatever it's called, the Royal Q, the bot that'll be trading for us and all that.
Yeah.
For as long as the coach is there to set the parameters and everything, I'm good.
Yeah.
So, and I don't know whether I'm making sense here. I struggle with all of these charts and understanding it. I'm beginning to get it, but it seems that there's not one size fits all kind of interpretation. Okay, so
Mr. Remix.
that's just my struggle. So I don't know.
Mr. Remix, there's something about crypto. You either learn how to trade, or you will forever be dependent on somebody for signals. Sometimes the signals even given is not 100% full loss proof.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you might find out that a signal is given when you analyze it, probably because of the time you are seeing it. You know, the parameters have changed. So you need to understand the basics. You need to be able to look at the chart to see that is this signal still valid.
Makes sense.
Thank you, Madam Adebisi. Can we all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
You have spoken well, man. You have spoken very well, because rightly so. When I give a signal like buy current price $1, and maybe you were a little bit late and you stepped into the market and the price is no longer at $1, but now at minus 90 cents. You need to know that you are supposed to buy it at minus 90 cents, not at $1 still. So that is where the knowledge of that's where the basic knowledge comes in. So I quite appreciate that. Well done, ma. Well done. Well said. So let's quickly finish up this this that we are trying to analyze. So so I said this was the last higher high. Okay, And since we didn't see that structure that we are familiar with, which is this structure that we've been using to explain, after the higher high, we're meant to see a what? A higher low right here, higher than this higher low, okay? Higher than this higher low. So after this higher low, we're meant to see something like this, which will not be able to take away the higher high, and then afterwards, and afterwards break. So this is what we are familiar with, okay? After the higher high, higher low, which is higher than this previous higher low, and then a reversal, okay, which cannot take away this higher high, and then a breakdown, and then a retest, okay? So a retest like this from here, a retest towards here, and then down. But like I mentioned earlier, we don't have one way to it. You know, I mentioned earlier that sometimes you can have double top, sometimes you can have triple top, sometimes you can have equal highs. I explained it earlier. When we go back to watch this recording, we will see it. Okay, sometimes we can even have something like this. Can we see my screen?
Yes, please.
Okay, so now when we see something, thank you. When we see something like this now, what do we call this? We absolutely call this equal highs. Now, this in the scenario of this equal highs now, this low is higher than this low. It's not even higher, it's at the same level. Okay, they are equal higher lows. Okay, and then it broke the higher low, and then we had a retest. This is one scenario. Now, this is another scenario. How about scenario when we have head and shoulder? Imagine we have something like this, like this, like this, like this, and then like this, and then like this. This is head and shoulder. Of course, you can see that this higher high is the head, and this right here, this is a lower high, this is a higher low. Okay, they are the shoulders. This is another pattern to it. But right now, the pattern we have, Mr. Moses, are you still on this call, please? Because this question was directed to you earlier. Mr. Moses, are you still here? Oh, he left. He left already. Okay, you will see the recording. Okay, so now this structure we have right here, we can see that there was a higher high here, over here. There was higher high over here. Okay, let me change this color to blue. Now there was higher high there. There was another higher high here. Okay, now after this last higher high, we didn't see another higher low. Another higher low that is supposed to be higher than this. We didn't see it. What we saw was a straight breaking of the last higher low. And I've told us that once we break the last higher low, which is the last man standing as a support, there's already a change of character. Okay, so once we broke it, we had a retest of that previous higher low, which was a support that has now flipped into a resistance. And as you can see, there are several times the markets tried breaking that resistance. Look at the first week here. Look at the second week. Look at the third week. Look at the fourth week. We have 4 weeks here. Look at it. 4 weeks. And the body couldn't close above the resistance. That simply means price is being rejected at that level. When the price was rejected, it was just a matter of time. We came back to retest again. Maybe we could break it at this region again, but it couldn't break the resistance. The support turned resistance. And what happened? It gave up, and then it went down. Can you see that? Do we understand it now? If you understand it, give a thumbs up. If you don't understand it, give a thumbs down. Okay. Madam BC does. Madam Modupe does. Mr. Shaye does. Awesome. Mr. Gabriel, do you understand it? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Okay. Mr. Mikey understands it. Mr. Gabriel understands it. You know, I've said it times and times again previously, especially when we were here, that I've said it that, let me see that once we break the last higher low, I've said it, once we break the last higher low, we are good to go. Where's that drawing that I had? I think it's here. I think it should be up. I've said it that once we break the last higher low, we are good to go. The last higher low, that is it. Once we break it, there is already a change of character. Where do I have that drawing?
Is it here? Okay, it's here. Right now, look at it. I said it earlier. This is the last higher low over here. This right here is the last higher low. Now, in this scenario, we didn't just touch the last, after the last higher high, we didn't just come to break this previous higher low straight up. No. Like the one we have right here, the one we used previously now, after this last higher high, it came to break this straight up. But in this scenario now, it didn't come to break this higher low straight up. It formed a new higher low and then went up and couldn't take out this higher high. And then it did what? It came to break the last higher low. Once there is a breaking of the last higher low, there's a change of character. I repeat again, once there is a breaking of the last higher low, there is already a change of character. Once the last support is broken, there is already a change of character. Now, let me tell you what happened in the scenario I gave Mr. Moses. After this last higher high here, it came to break the last higher low straight up. It didn't form a new higher. It didn't form a new higher low. This was what it did. It did this, and then it came to retest. It came to retest this region. Let me take this. Let me use a blue line to show you. This was what it did. After the market touched this region, after the market touched higher high, instead of forming a new higher low over here, it didn't form. It just came down straight. And then the support flipped into resistance, and then it tested it and couldn't break it, and then it continued down. Do we all understand? Is it clear enough, or do you still need me to explain more? Madam Adebisi, do you understand?
Yes. So
okay.
It is a case of once the last higher
low is broken.
Okay. And not when the first lower low.
No, not at all. The last higher low is what you are watching out for.
Okay.
The last higher low.
Okay. Yes.
The last higher low is also the last support.
Yes.
Aha. Not the first lower low. Okay. In your case, that was what has been confusing you. You've been looking forward to the first lower low, and it is not that. It is the last higher low.
Okay.
Okay. Well done, ma. Well done, ma. I'm happy you get it now. Mr. Moses, did you come back to this class? No, you didn't come back. Mr. Remix, do you understand it, sir?
Yes, I do.
Okay, awesome. Madam Mojupe, are you still on this call? Do you understand it?
Yes, I do, sir.
Awesome. Okay, I believe others understand it too. Let's not take longer in this session. Let's leave it here for today. It's not something we can cover entirely in one day. Okay, so next class again, I'm going to be looking at other charts, and I'm going to be calling others that I haven't called today. I have only called 2 persons today. I called Mr. Moses, and I called Mr. Who was the first person I called? Mr. Eugene. Madam Adebisi. Okay, yes. Mr. Shaya, please, can you help me note them down so that I don't call them again next class? Okay, so I believe by God's grace, we should have our next class on Sunday. Okay, so please go back, everybody. Go and watch this recording, digest it, understand it, come with your question next class. And those who have not called, come prepared for next class. I'm going to be calling us. This way, we'll sharpen ourselves and we'll get better. The gray area will be gone. Okay, the more we do it, the better it will become. You stay on one thing over and over and over again, you get better at it. So don't give up, everybody. I encourage us to get better. Let's all have a good evening. Bye for now, everybody.
On Sunday,
okay, do you have a question?
What time on Sunday?
5 p.m.
5 p.m.
Okay.
Thank
5 p.m. Nigerian time.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you, sir.
Amen.
I said,
Madam Budupe, thank you.
Oh, Shaya, hi. How are you, darling?
You did a great job.
I'm good. I'm good.
Awesome.
Great.
Thank you so much, sir. I'm really, really grateful.
You're welcome, ma. You're welcome, ma.
Thanks for being
Thank
here.
you so much.
Wow.
You're welcome.
Thank you. God
Let's all have a blessed evening.
And you too.